O'Neal with a line of 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Look at these
Kobe
numbers,
with a
bro.
line of 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Wow. Y'all, look at these numbers. Is these Sidekick numbers, bro? This is not Sidekick numbers. These numbers better than Bron numbers. Prime Bron, Miami Heat Bron. Groovy tapping in, man. Welcome back to another vid. How Sidekick Kobe Bryant clears prime LeBron James. Ooh-wee. Let's get straight to it, man. Look, they say Sidekick. Shaq 1, Kobe 2. Shaq Batman, Kobe Robin is better than prime LeBron, self-proclaimed GOAT James. Ooh-wee. It's about to get juicy in the comments. In the comments down below, before we watch this video, who y'all got? Early 2000s Bean or prime LeBron James? Ooh-wee. I can see the Kobe fans going dumb in the comments right now. And I can see the LeBron fans going crazy in the comments right now. Listen, I had watched a video a few days ago where it was showing the documentary of how Kobe Bryant and Shaq always was beefing, but they won 3 chips. And Kobe was putting up crazy numbers. He was putting up damn near MVP numbers. And he had an MVP on his squad in Shaq. I think in the video it said Phil Jackson had to come up to Kobe and say, yo, bro, chill on the 40-point games. Because Shaq feeling some type of way. So he had to lower his scoring aggression just to keep the big man, the big fella happy, bro. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. But listen, man, we got a video from Scap Attack. I already know he gonna break down the statistics and give us an entertaining video, man. So before we hop into it, though, like the video, show your boy Groovy some love. Comment down below any videos y'all want me to check out next. And last but not least, subscribe to the channel if you new. You watching this video right now, nigga, and you not subscribed? Why? Why are you not subscribed? Let's hop into it.
Well, yes, I have done now multiple videos on this subject, of which I will link the last one in the comment section below and at the end of this video. But just to briefly catch you up, if you are new here, I found my way to a live stream with Gilbert Arenas a few months ago, debated him on the Kobe LeBron topic head to head, felt I got him to admit certain truths about it.
You said it. You said Kobe was a closer, but the last 5 minutes, the star takes over. In today's game, the Lucas, right, the Shays, that wasn't LeBron's skill. That's not LeBron's skill, right?
I think we all know, man, LeBron James is not a player you want to count on when the game is on the line. Like a last-second shot, you don't really want LeBron James to really take that shot, bro, because the percentages look crazy. Now, LeBron James, he might make the right pass, but as far as his team down and they need a bucket in an intense game in a hostile environment, I don't know if I'm going to get a rock to LeBron. I don't know if I want him to shoot it. I'd rather let Kobe shoot it or MJ shoot it or Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I trust LeBron James in those tight situations as far as shooting the ball and relying on him to make the shot.
That's why he wasn't successful at the end until he got someone who could do that.
And yet he continues to do what I believe to be
the
is
Kyries,
denigrate
the
Kobe
Ray
Bryant
Allens.
on his platform,
They saved
Gil's
him.
Arena.
Shaq was the dominant force. So those 3 championships that he got, he wasn't the lead dog yet. We know who Robin is in this instance, right? So his 5 rings is still Robin rings.
And again, as I have said previously, the thing that annoys me about this the most is that Gil is doing all of this under the guise of being a big Kobe fan.
Even though I'm a Kobe fan, right? I said something that irritated, but that is a metrics.
But he continues to take shots at Kobe.
He was the sidekick until he got rid of Shaq and did 1-2 for himself. So technically, when you're looking at it, he was a sidekick for 3, 2 as a real main character.
This leads...
Do y'all agree with that? Do Do y'all think Kobe was the sidekick? Y'all let me know in the comments. I think it's like a 1A, 1B type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like either or could have got you the dub or could have came in clutch and put up some big numbers for them to win a game. I feel like Shaq was dominant in the paint, and then Kobe was just a 3-level scorer. Like, that couldn't be stopped.
Me to question why. Is it with the greater goal of uplifting LeBron James, or is it merely to sow division and get clicks? Well, now recently Kwame Brown got into the mix. Yes, former #1 overall draft pick in the NBA, Kwame Brown, who, reminder, played with both Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and against LeBron James, in case you forgot.
Okay.
Well, he just did a live stream, which again, I will link in the description below here if you guys are interested, which is entitled Gilbert Arenas Gets Destroyed by Scap Attack, the LeBron James Kobe Bryant Debate.
Damn, Gil, we gotta do a 21 gun salute to Jay. Oh no, that might disrespect the military. But no, Jay, salute to you, man. You kick boy Gil.
I went on that video to thank him in the comments section, and
know what he
Agent
talking
Zero
about,
Gilbert
man.
Arenas himself would show up again in that comment thread, asking me to, quote, argue his point, and we again went back and forth on this subject. He is refusing to relinquish his premise that Kobe was a sidekick and a #2 option. But more to my point is that
I ain't gonna lie, saying Kobe is a #2 option is crazy. That's crazy, bro. But I don't know. I look at them as like a 1-2 punch, 1A, 1B. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause Shaq was putting up some crazy numbers too. Kobe was putting up some crazy numbers, but Shaq was putting up some monster numbers as well. So it's kind of like a toss-up. But we all know Shaq got all the accolades as far as like the MVPs, you know, while they was together in the finals MVPs and stuff like that. But Kobe was right there. He was right there as far as production. So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. I'm talking too much.
commentary is utilized as a way of devaluing those 3 rings, which Gil and every other Kobe-hating LeBron fan uses to trash Bryant's overall legacy. Even upon my admission, we can call Kobe a #2 for the 2000 title run.
Try to discredit him for 3 of them.
With the team ready to conquer the grandest stage, immortality wins.
Gil stuck to his guns in the comments section, demanding that Kobe was a second option for the 2nd title run and the 3rd title run in 2001 and 2002. After things escalated to even higher levels throughout the day, Lamont over at FYF Sports, shout out to you, got in touch with me and indicated Gilbert wanted to continue the debate with me one-on-one later in the day. The live stream ended up being roughly 6 hours, of which Gil and I went head-to-head on the topic for roughly 2.5 of those hours. And I am planning to cut that 2.5 hours into shorter to digest segments, along with commentary and reaction from me during it. And those will be coming out during the next week, so stay tuned for that. In that debate, I try to discuss the overall issues I have with the way those 3 rings are viewed and Kobe's level of importance in acquiring them, and how that flawed perception leads to a larger depreciation of Kobe Bryant's total career. But in this video, I would first like to lay out some of the issues again that I have with the premise of Kobe being a second option or a Robin. Which, quick sidebar, even though I would be willing to accept Kobe was a
What the hell going on with my Wi-Fi?
#2 option for the first run in 2000. Let's just take a quick look at that 2000 title, Kobe's worst championship run at the age of 21 in 1999-2000. For the playoffs that year, in the final 2 minutes of 1-possession games, Kobe Bryant led the Lakers substantially in these clutch moments. In 6 games during that playoff run, the Lakers found themselves in these tight games and they produced a 6-0 record. In the final 2 minutes of these one-score games, Shaquille O'Neal scored 2 points, going 0 of 2 from the field. No Laker player in that postseason had more than 4 points in those specific situations, aside from from Kobe Bryant, who led the Lakers with 13 points in these situations, a number that led the entire NBA postseason that year, not just Kobe's Lakers team. But again, even with me conceding that playoff run, many, including Gilbert Arenas, still demand that Kobe was a Robin in 2001 and 2002.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All of this posturing is just a thinly veiled tactic in my estimation to trash Kobe for the overall goal of elevating LeBron.
I'm gonna be honest though, bro. Kobe was an important piece to all those championship rings, bro. Like, y'all can't be discrediting Kobe for 3 of them just because he had Shaq on his squad. As y'all just seen in that example, they was locking Shaq up. Shaq was off. He was in a funk. And then my boy Bean, he dropped 13. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, it's one of them things where they benefit off each other. And they needed each other too. Anytime Shaq was in a funk, Kobe came through. Anytime Kobe was in a funk, Shaq came through.
Since LeBron's 4 titles are so weak and came with 2 perennial All-Stars and Hall of Famers until his final one in the Disney bubble, where he had a top 5 league-wide player in Anthony Davis, Gilbert Arenas and other Kobe detractors feel that they have to diminish Kobe's first 3 title runs. I would like to specifically, though, hone in on the second one that came in the 2001 NBA season, which could speak directly to Kobe's level at that time by just the second of 3 titles. The path to their title defense that season would not be easy for the Lakers, as first up would be the 50-win Portland Trailblazers, followed by the 55-win Sacramento Kings in the West semis, then the number 1 seed Tim Duncan-led San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals, before arriving in the NBA Finals to find the 56-win Philadelphia 76ers waiting for them, led by that year's league MVP Allen Iverson, Defensive Player of the Year Dikembe Mutombo, and the 6th Man of the Year Aaron McKie. That gauntlet of 50-win opponents made that Lakers team one of just 5 teams still to this day in league history that would have to face 4 50-plus win opponents throughout the course of one single playoff run. In fact, based on the opponent's win-loss record, this was the 2nd most challenging run in NBA history. Not just that though, using the SRS model, or simple rating system, this is rated as the 2nd most difficult championship run ever, behind only the 95 Rockets.
And the crazy thing is, bro, and not to pause the video too much, I just feel like without Kobe's production, Shaq couldn't have did it by himself, and vice versa. I don't think Kobe could have did it by himself without Shaq, especially in that tough Western Conference, bro. Did you see the comp they had to go against? They needed every bucket from Shaq and Kobe, bro. Like, what are we talking about here, man? These are 2 legends, one of the greatest duos in NBA history.
Despite the fact this was clearly one of the hardest paths ever, this Lakers team had arguably the most dominant run ever. They lost only 1 game in the entire postseason run.
That's impressive.
That 1 loss was in overtime to the 76ers, who again had the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and 6th Man of the Year that season. And that's it. That's the only loss. The 93.75% win percentage in that playoff run is second all-time by a slim margin, because these Lakers played only a best of 5 in the first round, not 7, which lessened their total win percentage of a team that had to win 16 games. Their average margin of differential for their 16-game playoff run was 12.8 points per game, which is also 2nd best ever. So a team facing one of the hardest paths with the most challenging collection of opponents also obliterated the field at a historic rate. And not just that, this team ended the regular season on an 8-game winning streak. So they went 24-1 in their final 25 games that season, with the sole blemish being an overtime loss to the league MVP for that year. So just how was that team that dominant against that field? Well, it's pretty simple. They had the 2 best players in the NBA, not a sidekick or a Robin. In the 2001 playoffs, Kobe Bryant led the playoffs in win shares and was 3rd in value over replacement, above Shaq at 4th, while Shaq led the postseason in...
I don't know what value of replacement is. Y'all let me know in the comments. What the hell does that mean? But that sounds impressive as hell.
Player efficiency rating, with Kobe sitting at 4th in that metric.
Ooh,
These were co-best players,
efficiency rating.
A and 1A, Batman and Superman. And for the
Wow,
playoffs,
he
a
was efficient
postseason where average scoring was only 93.6 points per game league-wide, Shaq and Kobe both dropped absurd stat lines. O'Neal with a line of 30 points, 15 rebounds,
Damn,
and
bro,
3
like,
assists.
look at these
Kobe
numbers,
with a
bro.
line of 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists.
Wow. Y'all, look at these numbers. Is these Sidekick numbers, bro? This is not Sidekick numbers. What the hell? These numbers better than Bron numbers. Prime Bron, Miami Heat Bron. I think Miami Heat Bron was averaging like 28, 8 and 8. But damn, Kobe averaging damn near 30 as the quote-unquote sidekick. What the hell? If he a sidekick, this probably got to be the best sidekick in NBA history. Boy, what the hell? He's putting up crazy numbers, bro. Him and Shaq, though. 30, 15, and 3? 29, 7, and 6? Yeah, bro. This duo probably better than Michael and Pippen, bro. To be honest, bro. If y'all want to have that convo, let's have it in the comments down below. Pippen wasn't putting up no numbers like this. Salute to the OGs and Mike and Pippen, but damn, bro. Kobe and Shaq? Different.
Assists. That is 29.4 of the Lakers' 103.4 points per game in those playoffs.
Damn.
Good for 28.4% of the team's output. And for some context here, since
That's over
Gilbert and many
1/4 of
others
a
are so
point.
concerned with Kobe being a second option on 3 of his title runs, while LeBron was the first option for all 4 of his, LeBron James averaged 25.9 points per game during his second NBA title run during
25.
the 2013 playoffs. That's 25.9 of the Heat's 97.1 points per night, which is 26.6% of the team's output. During his third title run in 2015-2016
scoring
with the
more than
Cleveland
Bron.
Cavaliers, he averaged just 26.3 points of the Cavs' 104.8 points, which
Again.
is just 25% of the team's output. And finally,
another
in the
year.
2020 Disney Bubble title run, LeBron averaged 27.6 of the Lakers' 113%.
Still ain't outscoring Kobe. And this is his early years.
Per game, which was good for about 24.5%. So you mean to tell me that Kobe averaged more points than LeBron in 3 of LeBron's 4 title runs, while accounting for a higher percentage of his team's total points scored, and that was while being a second option and a Robin. Literally, get the hell out of here.
That is crazy, though, because you got to think, Kobe is sharing his touches with Shaq. And LeBron, he's the #1 option. He's supposed to be the scorer on the team. Obviously, we know LeBron is a facilitator, like to get his teammates involved and stuff like that. But during this run, Kobe was putting up 7 rebounds a game, 6 assists too. He was dishing it as well. But let's keep it a bean though, man. Is quote-unquote sidekick Kobe better than prime LeBron? Hey, this is a discussion we got to talk about in the comments, bro. Because to be honest, bro, by the numbers, he is better than prime Bron, bro. Sidekick Kobe, he's better.
Anyone trying to peddle Kobe as a sidekick or someone that got carried in any way, shape, or form in those titles.
Listen, man, let's cut that out right now, especially on this channel. Kobe did not get carried, bro. Averaging almost 30 a game? That's getting carried? Man, what the hell are we talking about, man?
Finally, let me leave all of the Kobe haters with this additional little nugget on that second title run in 2001. Sure, Shaq won the Finals MVP against the Sixers, but the real title was won in the Western Conference Finals that season when the 2-seed Lakers clashed up against the 1-seed dynastic San Antonio Spurs, a series that contained 28-year-old prime Shaq and 24-year-old prime Tim Duncan. The Lakers absolutely demolished the Spurs, not merely sweeping them, but produced a net margin of differential in the 4 games of 89 points, a win average of 22 points per game. And in that series, it wasn't Shaq and it wasn't Duncan. I mean, sure, they were both predictably great in that series, with Shaq averaging 27 points, 13 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks, while Duncan averaged 23 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks.
Those good numbers,
but nah, it was 22-year-old Kobe Bryant, who was the best player on the floor during this series, dropping a series line of 33 points per game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1.5 steals on 51.5% shooting from the
33 points per game in this series versus a great San Antonio squad? Dawg, you can't make this up. This is not Sidekick numbers. What the hell are we talking about? What the hell are we talking about, bro? Listen, bro. Brian not doing this to the Spurs, man.
The field.
Come
so go
on,
cry in
man.
a
This
corner
is
somewhere
crazy,
and hyperventilate into a paper bag
They be
about it.
disrespecting Kobe,
clears
bro.
LeBron, and I'm willing to die on this hill. Kobe's rings are better than LeBron's.
Yeah.
This is a topic that I went directly head-to-head on against Gilbert Arenas. So if you are interested in seeing the video that caught his attention and prompted our one-on-one debate, as promised, here that is. And if you want to see the debate with Gil and hear my reaction to it, hit that subscribe button now and stay up to date with me. Until next time.
Man, shout out to Scapatech, man. He really do this, bro. He be making great videos, know all the statistics, you know what I'm saying, to back it up. But man, bro, is quote-unquote Sidekick Kobe better than prime LeBron? Y'all let me know in the comments down below. In my opinion, I think so, bro. Like, these numbers are crazy. To be the quote-unquote second option? These ain't no second option numbers, bro. In my opinion, I just look at Kobe and Shaq as a 1-2 punch. You feel me? I don't really put one above the other. I feel like they both needed each other for all the rings that they have. We got to stop disrespecting Kobe Bryant, man. This man was a dog. 33 a game versus the Spurs. He done came through so many times for the Lakers, man. We got to stop disrespecting this man, man. We got to start back putting his name back out there, especially in the GOAT conversations and in the top 10 all-time conversations, man. I feel like a lot of people be disrespecting Kobe, man. But this man was a beast. This man was a hooper, fearless, certified bucket. But anyways, man, if y'all enjoyed the reaction, man, hit the like button, man. Show your boy Groovy some love. Comment down below any videos y'all want me to check out next on the channel. And last but not least, subscribe if you're new. And matter of fact, bro, what other videos y'all want me to react to? Y'all let me know. Hit me up in the DMs on Instagram, Twitter, all that. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Give me some ideas. Y'all know I got y'all, man. I'm going to see y'all in the next vid.